this is an exciting time. Like I said, I remember I've been through this 3 or 4 times. So, hanging out by the phone, waiting on your agent to give you an update.
Oh, wow.
Okay, with that being said, we had some conversations up front that you cover all sports. Who is your favorite boxer before we get into the NFL trades and what you think of DJ Moore going where he went? Who is your favorite boxer right now?
Ooh, right now, it's hard, man. It's hard for me
Terrence
to.
Crawford is retired.
Yeah, he just retired. I'm just like,
Yeah,
who
so
I got
you can't
left?
name him.
Hold on, let the man speak. Let's see where he at with it. Let the man
Yeah, I'm
speak.
like,
Wait.
I'm like, who I got left? And then now his name escapes me. Now that you asked me, the brother who was just in the car accident in
Earl
Africa.
Spence.
Yes. So and I'm hopefully that he's able to return to form. But I love boxing, man. I used to go to boxing matches even in college. I would go to some of the heavyweight bouts in Vegas. It's probably one that I'm more famous for because I had some accusations when I went out to the Holyfield Tyson fight. But I love boxing, man. We used to. I grew up with 4 older brothers, so I kind of had no other choice but to box and wrestle. So
I know.
what I mean.
So right now it's still Earl Spence, not Shakur Stevenson, not none of the other hot up and coming.
I mean, I like Stevenson. I like anyone about my height, my weight. So, you know what I mean? So I kind of follow them 5'8", 185, 190. So I'm a little heavy in the boxing world, but as
Me
far as the
too.
height is concerned, I would be a heavyweight, unfortunately. So I ain't getting in the boxing ring with none of those guys. I'm not even
Right.
getting in the boxing ring with anybody 130 pounds because they
So
got
so
some
so
speed and
no
some
so
power.
no Jake Paul type spectacles for Allen.
No, 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 no. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. If they're gonna pay me 20 mil,
You
I
might have
talked
to
to wifey
think about
about it, and
You might
we'll,
have to take an Ocho on the shit.
yeah, of
Hey,
course.
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah. Pay me 20
but
mil, you can make your 50. It's all good. And you do your
I'm
thing.
already
I'm gonna
up.
do my best to last. I
Yeah.
may take I
Hey,
may take a couple knees just to catch
hey,
my breath.
listen, man. A wink and a nod. Hey, I'm going down right
Yeah,
here. Just
yeah,
let
no
them know.
question. No
Yeah, I'm already
question.
here.
Yeah, but I
Hey,
love boxing, man. Like I said, I've been to Vegas to see boxing matches, Atlantic City. I love boxing. So it's like another favorite pastime with me, just like track and field.
Okay, with that being said, let's transition back to the football. What do you think about that Maxx Crosby trade and also the DJ Moore trade?
Wow. I thought my hometown Cowboys were gonna steal him, but I see why he went to Baltimore. They're known for their defense, and they gave up 2 first-round draft picks. They
well,
don't
that's
mind.
why he went.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
that's why he went.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the scheme that they're going to put together with the new head coach, who was the defensive coordinator with the Chargers last year, I
Mentor.
think,
Mentor.
Jesse Mentor's going to put that thing together to make sure he's still in the fold. He's still in the AFC, so he's going to get a chance to play against some good passing quarterbacks with Josh Allen and with Mahomes, but then also in his own division he's going to be able to match up against the Cleveland Browns, who haven't had a lot of success in the offensive line. The Pittsburgh Steelers are kind of mid tier as far as offensive line is concerned. So, I
Right.
mean, I'm sure he's looking forward, and even in Cincinnati, he's looking forward, and kind of as they say back in the day, licking his chops to play against a lot of those teams, and
Man,
with the opportunity to
Joe
play.
Joe Burrow, Joe
Yeah,
Burrow's
but
gonna have a problem this year, isn't he?
he's gonna have a problem, but also you getting a chance to play with Lamar, so you know that you're gonna be in a lot of games, be in the playoffs, all of those things, and leaving the Raiders, bro. I mean, come on, you can just answer that question yourself.
That was an
So
easy exit.
so Rashawn Gary is to the Cowboys, by the way. What you think about that one?
So you know what? It's surprising. It's kind of like they just swapped Micah and Kenny Clark for Rashawn Gary. You know, what I mean, Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark for Michael Parsons. That's what it looks like. The Cowboys
Pretty
still have
much.
their 2 first-round picks, and they need some help in the on the pass rush. A lot of people haven't noticed that they have switched to a 3-4 defense, which I think Rashawn Gary, with those 3 offensive linemen, Williams from the Jets, Kenny Clark, and then the brother I have never pronounced his name, so I'm just gonna call him OC. So those
Yeah,
3 big defensive linemen there, I think it's gonna open up a couple things for him.
yeah, no question about that. So you got like you said, DJ Moore to Buffalo.
Yes.
Alec Pierce has re-signed.
Yep.
Uh, Minkah Fitzpatrick went to the Jets.
Yes.
So I think, does he still got some tread on the tires? What you think?
I think so. And with his head coach being a former defensive back, a defensive coordinator, and now head coach with the Jets, they're gonna get that defense together. They're in a major rebuild with the Jets. So and Mika could come in there and provide some leadership, some Pro Bowl leadership as they bring in younger players. Now DJ Moore, that's gonna open up a whole nother world for him and the Buffalo Bills with a passing quarterback and someone who's mobile. DJ is a big body guy who can make tough catches, but still, as you saw at the end of I forgot the name of the game, but he made the last minute heroic catches from Caleb Williams in I think it was a playoff game.
Yes.
I think it was against the Packers, but I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But DJ Moore is that type of not only just a possession receiver, but a slant receiver or a dig receiver, meaning an end cut, but he can also make big plays down the field.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Alec Pierce, congratulations to him, man. I think he was a second or third round pick out of Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati, and he's found his home in Indianapolis. That's going to help out. I mean, of course, he's benefiting from Jonathan Taylor, but who wouldn't benefit from Jonathan Taylor? So cash in while you can.
Jonathan,
You know what I mean? If I'm there,
exactly.
I'm gonna stay there. There is no pressure to be other than someone who can make tough catches and he can get down the field as well. He's a bigger receiver, so that's good for Daniel Jones, who was a high risk draft pick with number 6 overall, I think, out of Duke back in the day.
Yeah. And Kelsey has said that he's gonna give him one more year with the Chiefs, who just got Kenneth Walker.
Come on, man, why not?
So
come on, man.
that's man.
All right, so
the Chiefs always find somewhere to just grab the necessary talent. Like, how do they get Kenneth Walker? Like, how does that happen?
Quietly, though.
They just quietly
get Kenneth Walker.
After what he just did.
After what he just did in the Super Bowl,
it's
crazy.
Just go to the Chiefs. Like, I don't think that's fair.
That's almost like the rich getting richer or stealing, right? So you got Kenneth Walker, who is a smallish running back, but I liked him out of Michigan State, honestly, when he was there at Michigan State. Now, what benefited to him was that they brought in Charbonnet from UCLA to kind of offload that, and he had his first year where he played in every game. I think he would probably credit it to his diet and maybe even changing some of his habits, Kenneth Walker, that is. But I think he's going to benefit from that. Now, what would be a crazy thing if they put a 1-2 punch with him and my guy Jeremiah Love, if he still lasts to number 9 in Kansas City, because that is still a transition. Most running backs, he's probably got a 3-year deal in Kansas City, so that would be the perfect timing for Jeremiah to take over. But Kansas City may pick up a receiver now if they still have a first-round draft pick. But I think they're loading up because they're trading all of their players. They traded their 2 top corners to the Rams. Well, one signed in free agency, and the other one got traded, which he just got $100 million guarantee. Let's just tell you, I watch football now. I can tell you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we right here with you. That's why we talking about it. Yeah. And Jalen Phillips to the Panthers, by the way, for the 4-year deal. He got $120 million.
Signed a big deal there. Carolina's an easy place to go and play. You're playing in, I don't want to say a soft division, but you got the Rams. I mean, you got the Saints, you got the Falcons, and you got Tampa Bay. They've been rotating who's going to win that division every year.
Yeah,
Another place where you can go and excel in defense
and the Panthers
kind of be
Panthers
under the
really
radar.
Stepped up this year. Yes, Panthers really stepped up this year. They really turned the corner.
I thought Tampa Bay had a chokehold on it, but later in the season, it dwindled down. Baker didn't stand out as he usually does.
So here's what happens, man. Anytime you have inconsistency at quarterback, there's always going to be a change, right? So, I mean, but the Cowboys actually been having consistency, but they've been having inconsistency in their defense. But let's just look at the people who have had consistency. That's why the Ravens are like, you're probably going to be back in the playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, they have consistency at quarterback. And if they get any consistency out of their quarterback in Carolina, they could easily win that division. They got they got some good tight ends over there, 2 good running backs there, a consistent defense. If they could find some consistency, I think they made a big pickup with their first-round draft pick as a receiver last year, the bigger guy out of Arizona.
And Rico Dowd did a whole lot in North Carolina that he didn't do
the running game.
He didn't do in Dallas. I just wanted to point that in. Go ahead.
So it's just kind of like a mindset, though. When people get that opportunity, when you know you're going to get fed, or sometimes you just need a change of venue. You know what I mean? Look, y'all just said y'all got a new location, and look how happy y'all are. I don't know how y'all been happy with the old stage, but y'all are smiling ear to ear, man. Y'all bouncing off each other well. Sometimes just a change of venue is a benefit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate that.
We all on the time frames. I think we need to transition to basketball.
Yeah. We want to get into a little college, and then we're gonna go to the NBA. And right now, because the March Madness is getting ready to start into effect, the one thing I saw big this weekend that was crazy was your boy Hurley, where UConn kind of went off on the refs because he didn't make a call. I don't think that was a good thing to do, but I think it took their chances of getting that number 1 seed down a little bit. What you
Yeah,
think about?
I think they're gonna come in as a number 2. He's always been an interesting character to me. Maybe, I mean, you can say what you want, but because his brother was such an outstanding basketball player and he may be
Right.
trying to find his own, until he won the national championship, I never heard of any of these antics. But if he's keeping UConn in the mainstream and the school doesn't mind, it's kind of like Dennis Rodman when he was doing his antics.
But it's
But
passion.
it was a benefit.
I will say it's passion. I can't be mad at a coach being extremely passionate. I always want to see fire because he's for his players. So sometimes maybe a little bit over
Okay.
the top. It's sometimes a little bit over the top, but
It
I'm not
depends on who
complaining
it
about
is,
it.
though, right? It
And that
depends on
too.
who it is. Let's just be honest. If he didn't win a
But
national championship and be in the mainstream, I mean, probably would have
we wouldn't be
been.
talking about it.
Yeah,
We
there you
wouldn't
go.
be talking about it. That
There you
part.
go.
That's it right there.
And with that being said, we have to talk about, because we are going to do our whole bracket breakdown and prediction. Y'all can find us on our Patreon page. We'll be giving our picks on the Patreon page on that breakdown. So stay tuned. There will be an actual probably 30 to hour minute long video that we will release on our YouTube channel breaking down this March Madness race like we broke down the college football race. And we did pretty good. Y'all can go back and check that out as well.
And with that said, the top 4 teams, right? 5 teams. You got Duke, Arizona, Michigan, Florida, and Houston. Duke with the lineage of Boozer is unbelievable. And I want to throw this in there. Here's the one that I want to make sure that they should make the tournament is Miami of Ohio. I've been screaming them for a minute now. Undefeated, 31-0.
Oh, wow.
And currently, they don't know if they're gonna make the tournament, which is crazy to me. But their MAC championship series starts on Thursday, I believe.
I think the argument is if they even make the tournament, how far would they go? So that may be somewhat of a factor. Is that fair? I don't believe so. I believe they should make. I believe they should make the tournament, but due to the politics, that's not up to us.
Yeah,
they still might be on the outside looking at, or they might be looking at an NIT bid.
No,
but
no. 31-0. I think they're gonna win the MAC, but I'm just saying, regardless,
they might not make the tournament.
31-0. That is, you don't wake up and win 31 games straight.
I agree. And right now, it looks like they're ranked 20th overall in this AP poll. So I think they have, 65 teams. How they not going to make the tournament? You know what I mean?
It's a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk that,
Really?
they end up a 12 seed. But see, the thing about it, they end up a 12 seed, and it won't be like teams won't not know who they are. Versus some 12 seeds that sneak up on people when they really don't know who they are, and they end up getting that win, beating that 12-5, that 13-4. You get that.
And it seems like the same position is going on with St. Mary's and Drake this year. They seem to always be kind of the 12 seeds historically. And they the same going on this year. What's up with the NBA though, man? Let's get to this Luka race. Let's get to this. Indiana.
You want to talk about the big boy? You just want to skip right into the big. Okay, well listen. First and foremost, we want to talk about the MVP race, man. And right now, the top 5 is what? Shea, the Joker, Katie, Jaylen Brown, and Wemby.
I did not say Luka. Luka did what he just did to the Knicks. The last 35 points back to back game. He is pushing his.
No, Luka unfortunately is not in the top 5.
Anyway,
yeah. But who do you like right now in the MVP race? Who I named?
Joker, Wemby, SJ.
I would have
Jaylen
to go
Brown.
with Wemby because that team would be nothing without him. Although
Mm,
what they have done though quietly, which is what San Antonio does, kind of like what Denver has done, they have surrounded him with great players.
great.
I mean, great point guard, great outside shooting,
Sale,
and then he's a
Castle.
talent. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to not look at Jaylen Brown, although they have excellent coaching
Yes.
there. But what he did without Tatum, because he's a
Yeah,
one, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And then the
Oh,
Joker is the Joker. I mean, he's a smaller version. Well, he's kind of like a combination of Shaq and Wemby. You know, he can shoot outside, but he can also post you up. And I guess Wemby can do that as well, but he's a little thin, a little light in the britches, as they used to say. But I tell you what, man, I'm a 6 foot and under crew guy, even though SGA is above 6 feet. So I always got to go with the smaller guy, kind of like AI back in the day.
right.
So it wouldn't be surprised if any one of them got it. But I think NBA is trying to create a little parity, so it'll probably go to Wemby.
Man, listen. So right now, Vegas odds have it at they got Shea at -310
Oh,
as favorite right now. And I mean because the best player on the best team, they are leading
oh,
the West. So I can see where they're at with it. And the biggest thing, of course, you got Cade Cunningham that you didn't mention, who played
yeah.
lights out in the East, who's leading in the East is Cade Cunningham. That we got to mention him because he's been a problem. And but as I spoke on, I said I talked about Cade early in the season, and I started off the season immediately with Wembyana being the best player on the planet. So
now the thing with SGA is that a lot of people don't know because of the injuries or how many games he didn't play. Is he deserving of the MVP? Because MVP, like you just think, if you take the player off the team, then we switch to football real quick. If you take Josh Allen off of the Bills, they're not the
Yeah.
same. But if you take SGA off of the Thunder, what Chat and Williams and the rest of the crew have been doing in between that, they're still good. They're not as great without SGA, but they're still extremely solid.
true.
So is he the true MVP?
Well, I would tell you like this right here. What they say, Cade Cunningham, right? He was balling, he's doing his thing, but they've lost 4 in a row.
True.
I'm just looking at it. Oklahoma City, I think they got blown out twice by San Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's the
Yes.
kryptonite.
Yeah, then Denver just lost their point guard, if I'm not mistaken, last night.
Jamal Murray got hurt.
Yeah, I think he rolled his ankle or something.
Ankle injury. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the reason that I don't think, unfortunately, Brown will get it is because of Jason Tatum. Even though he was the MVP of the playoffs, I mean of the finals last year with Tatum on the court. You know what I mean? So, or maybe he was off the court at that time. But I'm talking about when they won the championship.
Right. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, so man, it's up in the air, but like I said, I'm always gonna go with the brother that's closer to my height. With me being 5'9", all the rest of them dudes about a foot taller than me. So
Yeah. I get, but
So
Shea 6'6".
SGA all the way.
Shea
yeah, I'm gonna roll
6'6".
with SGA, but I feel that Wemby, his time is coming.
Oh, no question. No
Yeah,
question. I don't it's kind of funny. I know they got to give him defensive player of the year at least.
yeah,
When people go downhill, they look in the lane, they say, "Oh no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go down there." He's window washing down there. It's crazy. I can't say enough about him. He's just a freak of nature.
yeah. Let me just put this out in the air. The next couple games for Oklahoma City are the Knicks, Golden State, and Denver. Detroit, San Antonio, Brooklyn, Miami, Brooklyn, Denver, the Lakers, New York, OKC, and then San Antonio, Detroit, the Clippers, Houston, sleeper team, and
Yeah.
Boston. We about to find out what's gonna roll
Oh
out
yeah,
in the next
yeah.
couple.
No
We
question.
about to find out.
Yeah, we
We about to
definitely about to
find
find
out.
out. We definitely
We
about to find out. Yeah.
about
And
to find out.
I like Houston Young Mom. I wish Van Fleet had been there. I really would like to see them at full
Ooh,
capacity.
yeah.
You know what I
And
mean? That would
don't
be
don't
great.
sleep on Charlotte, man. They went
But
on a
see,
nice run.
damn, he beat me to it. How he gonna beat me? How you do that?
He's been talking about Charlotte all week because what Detroit has done with Cade Cunningham coming in, now they're actually a force to be reckoned with. With a year or two ago, we were looking at Detroit like No. And the same thing with what's going on in Houston when you got Kevin Durant coming on and their young squad improving. They're something to be reckoned with. So now it's the next phase is Charlotte. What's going on in Charlotte? They're quick to upset a lot of people in between what they're doing as they're rebuilding. So the NBA is heating up. There's no major dominant team. We thought it was going to be SJ and the Thunder, and Wemby and them came by and said, no.
Yeah, so
we are y'all kryptonite. Y'all might be Superman, but Lex Luthor is here, and Wembyana is having block parties.
Yes, and as we know, it's matchups in the playoffs.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. It's matchups. It's where you end up at sometimes. You know what I mean? Because as we talk about Boston, who was fortunate enough to get a superstar to return, who could be a problem in the East very much so. You still got to look at teams that might be sneaky good, like Miami. That could give you a problem. You know what I mean? Like we said with the Charlotte, and of course the Knicks. The Knicks have been floating along. They're playing good. They kind of having a little low moment right now. But once they revamp and get ready for the playoff run, Mike Brown has been in the playoffs. He's a great coach in the playoffs. He knows how to coach in the playoffs. So I think that it's going to be real fun. And it's going to be I don't think it's going to necessarily go exactly how people think.
Never does.
You know what I mean? And then in the West, between Denver and OKC,
the Lakers might make some noise. They're going to make some noise.
No.
I didn't say they're going to win a lot. I said they're going to make some noise.
Yeah, they're going to make some noise screaming out the door. That's what that noise they're going to make. They're going to make some noise screaming out the door. And I love Luka. I am a Luka guy. Love him. Him and Austin Reeves played lights out last night. They played at a point where it looks like you say, some people would say, well, maybe they don't need LeBron. And I believe that that's fool's gold, because come playoff time, you're going to need that veteran leadership. You're going to need somebody who can facilitate. You're going to need somebody who has all that prowess.
And you said all that. Well, what you saying all that? You're saying it like they don't have a chance in the playoffs.
No, they don't.
What do you think about that? What do you think about LeBron and Luka? Do they have a chance?
In the playoffs, I would say no.
Third round?
I would say no, not in the playoffs, because what is this, a 7-game series, right? So it's a little
defense. They don't have enough defense.
Yeah, it's a little bit more game planning. You got to go against the likes of who gonna guard Joker? Who gonna guard Wemby? Who's gonna guard Chet?
KD.
Chet. Well, they try to guard KD with LeBron. That didn't work when they were younger. He got mid range. He's what, 7 feet. He's got a 7'5" wingspan. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a tough guard. They need Ayton. I guess he started out pretty good yesterday in the game, and then he disappeared after the first quarter.
There you go.
I mean, they need people like that to step up so that those shooters or those high-powered offensive guys don't have to worry about playing defense. Because Luka don't want to play in the defense. I'm a Mavericks fan. I grew up in Dallas, man. I already know. I've seen that, right? And then Austin Reeves, great complimentary player. I like his energy. I like his penetration. But they got to hit those shots, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
I wish him nothing but the best.
I wish we could keep talking, man. This is fantastic, man. Allen Rossum, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, my brother. Please, anytime, I beg of you, call us. We have you back on, bro. It's no problem.
Yeah,
I got your number now. Don't be trying to block my auxiliary phone either.
Not a chance. Hey, that's what wrap it up.
Again, thanks again. This has been Blockboy Sports Talk, episode 66.
Yes.
We had Allen Rossum on giving his expert opinions. And we will see y'all next week. Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, tune into our next live on YouTube. Also, Facebook Live, Roku.
Tuesdays.
Each and every Tuesday, y'all can revisit our lives on Roku, video on demand.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
And we will see y'all next week for episode 67.
Yes. Thank you.
Great job, guys. This is my first time being on any platform in like 4 years, so y'all did a great job.
It's all good, man. You did a wonderful job.
You did wonderful job.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.